Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
11. Let's get 2. 21.
Garoppolo now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 46. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now Hall.
And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And this will result in losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jones.
Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape,
the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is...
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play action this time with Love. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Love going to give this one to Jones. A little juke. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
baby, let's do this! 21, 21. Go ahead.
On the ground, it's Bowden.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. Into space at the 45.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Love
looking deep here for Dobbs.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down, Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Love to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Love. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Garoppolo on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and you can't help but have flashbacks to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 54. Emmanuel Sanders overthrown, and that was a similar tough throw there. Another one he'd love to have back, but another one he'd take a shot at, too.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught. Nice little juke. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Win Bowden. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side.
And it'll be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Oh, nice move. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday.
Are you kidding me? What is the deal? Let's go now.
First down, going to the air with Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, John. I got you.
Now tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Following the interception, Love to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Love fires that quickly outside. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's Hall.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there with me.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A beautiful fake. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day trade corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man, complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
41 yards.
Here we go. From Las Vegas, first down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, gun. Come on, fellas. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He hits Adams complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's taken in by Watson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw now, here's Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the